All right. So welcome to a brand new update. And of course, you guys are tuned into the Unfiltered Truth. I don't know around, so you get it raw, unedited, and uncut version of anything we talk about. And of course, today, we want to give a big shout out to the genius, specifically for the Ilan Gully rhythm. Now, for the longest while, and mostly singles did around the place. Every artist have them own an independent producer where them a work with and everybody a put out singles. While that is good and done because we see a lot of youth rise to fame from doing such, I think it also, help improve the artist's talent or them craft. Case in point, most of these younger artists, like are them friend, basically are them producer, or them are them owner producer. Them just have a one friend who can build the rhythm and them do what them do and then probably send it to a mixer if you go mix it and that is it. No, when you're working with an established producer like a Not Nice, a Genius, a Russian, or you understand the whole works. These producers basically tell you how they want it for sound. Them tell you the part they want pitch better, the part they want do over better, the part they not sound like it's done on the rhythm. You get me? I say put little emotion there, so emotion there, so and that in itself help create better body of work and even help develop the artist. And we've seen in recent case with Russian and Valiant, or Russian show with the initial song that Valiant had did and the Passenger Princess song, and Russian basically tweak it a bit for him and turn it into a massive hit. And that is why the rhythm culture was always important in a dancehall because, again, the producers are involved. And because most of these new youths now were real and true, like them are the face of the music now, locally, that is, most producer basically affair work with what them say or how them say, especially the new producer, because you want a man a vice for you, and the new youth are the young artist. So guess what? Whatever the youth say you go work with. You see me? But when you have an established producer like the Genius, you probably have to go further that the man the foot and make him record and him tell you how him want it. So we get some better song from that. So saying all of that to say, yo, I'm glad say we see Genius now drop the Ilangoli rhythm and we see artists similar what happened to the WYFL, like the same thing I go for this. Every artist really a push it. I always say every artist, and not every artist of course, but the ones that can manage these type of rhythm, we realize a lot of the trap artists, them we don't really see them a push forward feet. Probably not fit them style, probably not what them used to, but we do see some persons really and truly. I drop them freestyle and attack Genius. Me hear Silk Bass, we hear, me say SMG Venom. The Silk Bass bad though. Bad piece of song, which we all know Silk Bass are one of the top runner in this new school. I believe he just wanted a good management team and structuring thing properly and him gonna lead. But nonetheless, we see a lot of artists that push out them song on the Ilang Gully. So that in itself kind of give back dancehall a energy. And where you notice, so whenever you have rhythm like that, wherever artists depend, artists now have to sit down, pencil them thing the right way, and let it make sense because them know so them are go compete against the artist there, the artist there, the artist there, the artist there. Opposed if them alone upon the song, upon the rhythm, it's neither here nor there. Whether they're good or not because they're not comparing it with anybody else. Case in point, Russian Vice and not Russian, not Russian. Asian Vice and the Ilangoli rhythm. And a lot of people like them they not feel the rhythm. They not feel the song. Me personally not really think I feel them not feel it because it's not a bad song. But I think persons are comparing Asian song with the other song. Them and I say, boy, comparing to these other song, Asian song not really top it. And what make matters worse, Asian basically vice off of some of the song them that did already out there. So he would have heard these songs before and know the type of caliber song them out there, and then him go record this song where it's like, tap that. And that's really and truly the aim of the game and the cheat code. If you go voice on a rhythm and certain artist voice before you, your aim of to try to make sure that your song better than all of them song because you would have already heard their song, which Massacre song lead out the rhythm and one of the first hit on the rhythm. So everybody would have heard Massacre song. So your job now as an artist, yeah, you can just put out a good song, but I also want to top that song that is already out there. So this update is not really about the Ilangoli rhythm, but I just want to put that out there. Say, we're really happy for that Genius. We want to see more producers that do the same thing like that. We want to see more not nice, more consistent. Not nice put out a body of work now and then. We want to see more consistent. And then Carleon, me I call you out Carleon. We want to see you back in the space. We want to hear about because them man they are legend in the business. Them rhythm out of this world. Them man the creativity is unmatched. So we want to have that mix in the space. You get me? And it would be a good look. Alright, so while we're on the topic of the Gully rhythm, so I saw a video with Delomar from RDX, right? And Delomar was basically saying that, you know, persons are reach out, a lot of fans been a reach out, especially since the Gully rhythm, and I asked for the group to join forces for basically shell down the rhythm because them normally known for the girl song, them normally known for the daggering segment, and because of the vibe of this rhythm, they would anticipate and love a RDX merge to basically deliver a powerhouse song. So Delamar, of course, was basically saying that he's open to again record with Renegade to make RDX fans satisfied. And you know, it was going on, going on. I mean, I might insert the clip or not, but you guys would have heard or you can look it up. It was basically saying he's willing to basically do that because of the fans. Right? So he put it out there. I say, yo, the door is open for bring back out RDX once the other party is open to do so. And of course, you guys know that RDX is made up of two persons, Delomar and Renegade. Now, after Delomar put that out, I believe a day or two after, Renegade responded and said, him nah do back no RDX music. Him good over there so and Walter and that and whatever. And he's basically saying that Delomar had made mention that he would never do back a next song with him and him not have nothing to do and whatever. So how no him change him out and what him do camera about and all of that good stuff. So, speaking as a fan of RDX, right? And a fan of music in general, this is just my personal opinion. At this point in time, the fans do not care about what Delomar or Renegade have. No one cares. We don't. All we care about is RDX, the brand, and what RDX bring to the musical table. Now, I can speak for myself and I can also speak for a lot of fans just the same. We are fans of RDX. We are not fan of Delomar or fan of Renegade. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. Because Delomar is still doing music, Renegade is still doing music. But honestly, a lot of us as fans, we stop at RDX, the brand. We don't follow through with Delomar music journey. We don't follow Renegade on his musical journey. Within their mind, I mean, they may think otherwise because, of course, they probably still have a few supporters. They probably still have a few fans where I encourage them. But I'm being honest, if nobody not tell them, we support RDX. We want to see RDX. We don't care much about where Delomar do by himself or where Renegade do by himself. Me go a party and I honestly never hear a Delomar song a play a party. Me never hear a Renegade song a play a party. I still hear RDX a play a party. And don't get me wrong, I am not saying Delomar as an artist is not good. Renegade as an artist is not good and also have lyrics. Because of them together put out RDX. So whatever body of work we get from RDX, it comes from both of them. But what I'm saying is, sometimes you have to understand how fans are and them starting from scratch now are going on their own. Them basically are start as a brand new artist. Right? And at the end of the day, sometimes it's not that easy for us let back through the door or to start from scratch. You get me? Delomar, right? First thing, as I said, I don't really follow up the beef between the two, but first thing, your statement you put out, I mean, don't make it seem as if, okay, you only I do this because of fans. Only. So you only care about what fans want and what fans need you to do. Because at the end of the day, if the fans them demand you if you go box down Renegade, you're not going to do it. If the fans them demand you if you go thumb down somebody, you're not going to do it. So do not use that like you're not really interested, but that's because of the fans. Because me as Renegade, me only go pre say, yo, you really and truly not take no accountability. You really not care. Yeah, say, yo, we just do this because of fans. Yeah, do this because you know there's a bag of money on the line and you guys have fumbled that bag of money. What you should have put out there and said, you know, honestly, fans, me and Renegade have our differences. We had it brother for a long time, but we fall out and we probably said some hurtful words, including myself, which, I mean, me not gonna say me did wrong, but me really actually apologize because wrong or right, sometimes we feel be more mindful of what we say. No, honestly, me just did a focus on doing my thing, but when me communicate with fans and me see how the fans them miss RDX and me look back on the legacy where we create, me I say, God no. It's like we do a wrong thing for you throw away all of this. You get me? So while the fans them steer me or correct my mind, me realize that this is something where me myself need, not just the fans. The fans want it, but me need it just the same. And if me can force Renegade to accept this invitation, but if he's willing to, we're willing to put the past behind us and we move forward and give back the fans them what them want to see from RDX and put back that brand out there and stamp it in the dance hall. Because, you know, chances are, I think RDX probably be the last group where current, so to speak. That would been a better video to put out than the one that you put out, Delomar. That one that you put out just seems as if like, you know, me not really care much about it, you know, but the fans them want it, so I'm gonna give them something rare. Me like Renegade now, I me say that, me probably pre it and say, yo, guess what? Me not look that side there. Sometimes we need to put we ego aside and feel like, you know, want nobody more than you, feel like, no, bro. No. Both of y'all need this because, yes, y'all probably make good music now, but honestly, you guys are not doing hit songs now. You guys are not collecting a bag of money off those songs. No. You guys are not getting constant or straight bookings from your existing solo catalog. No. For example, Sunfest now go book Renegade or Sunfest now go book Delomar. Sunfest would have booked RDX. Suns would have booked RDX. Best of the Best would have booked RDX. CJ Mellon and Reggae Fest will not book Delomar or book Renegade. They would have booked RDX. And again, let me make it clear again. I am not saying these guys are not talented. I am not saying these guys are not bad. They are, because of them together form RDX. But what I'm saying, sometimes you get a different spark when two something go together opposed to them being apart. So yeah, Delomar bad over by himself, Renegade bad over by himself. But at the end of the day, it just not really give you that energy there. When them put together and create RDX, we get a different force. And that is what people love. That is what people miss. RDX. So you guys cannot force something on the fans that they won't accept or they don't like, which is on a solo career. The RDX brand is what we need. Look, for example, with TOK. When TOK members them part ways, a lot of them did their own thing. Where did it go? And again, all of these guys are talented, because if them never talented, we wouldn't have a TOK. But the fans don't want to hear that. We want to hear TOK, not Flex Yasso, not Craigie T Yasso. We don't want to hear that. But what these guys did, put them difference aside, put back TOK together, and make millions. Stop use ego. And don't get me wrong, you guys have a choice to build back on a group or not. You know one big man. You don't have a choice to say, yo, make that money or not. You don't have a choice. So guess what? Nobody is holding a gun to your head and say you must do this thing. But speaking from a fans and look how a legacy does a mash up like RDX could have been down at the book as one of the greatest. And I mean, not saying it cannot still, regardless if we don't continue the group or not, because one would have already had a body of work. But at the end of the day, like, it could have gone down at the book of history of one of the longest reigning groups find its and still remain current. Right? So that. So me talk about Delomar part. Renegade. Me honestly believe because you are the writer of the group, right? Majority of the song them. So within yourself, you're confident, you know you're talented, you know your writing skills good. In your mind, you tell yourself, so, yo, me no need a brother, yeah. Because basically, I me used to write all the RDX song them. So if I normally write all of them, me can write a lot more. Correct. But I know you perform them. So not because of you write it, that means it's going to be a hit. Because the performance is key. A lot of Chris Brown song them and Chris Brown write them. But who write it couldn't sing it like Chris Brown. Right? A lot of Michael Jackson song them, I know him write it. But who write it probably couldn't make it hit like Michael Jackson. So the writing credit is one, but the performance is also key. So now because of you write majority of RDX song, in yourself, you're convinced yourself, say, yo, me can write more than for myself and me alone just sing it. No, because you don't have Delomar voice. You don't have Delomar delivery. You don't have Delomar charisma upon the track them. And that is what is missing. So I think this one is more for you because you know that you normally pull more weight in the group. You feel like you don't need nobody. And that's true, you probably don't need nobody. But you guys really and truly, crush the brand RDX and take away something great from the culture by not putting on the differences aside. And let me tell you something. A lot of people work for a company where them don't even like the company. They don't even like them boss. They don't like them owner. But guess what? Me I make millions from the company. So why would I ruin that? No. Put all me hate and me anger aside and do the work. And I get it. It's a bit different with music because you have to work side by side with this person. You have to write song with this person. You have to record with this person. So it's like it works better when you guys live like brothers because of the closeness right through the on tour together. Probably in our hotel together. All of them something there. So it's different when you're close and you have to work with people with genuine when I do that aspect. But nonetheless, I don't think anything went wrong between you guys when you can't fix our men. Because I'm sure that I will never kill nobody for each other. So you will probably say hurtful words, and it's not the first, it's not the last it happens. People cuss not carry good words. So people will say the worst of things, it don't matter. Fine, Delomar say Renegade can't breathe nothing. That are the least. Renegade say, okay, Delomar put them a jacket. That are the least. And again, him not say that. But just say, for example, it no matter where a person say against each other, we can put our difference aside and reason as a big man and say, yo, me never like you though. This man, whatever. So here, the two of we did wrong. It no matter who started or who finish it, the two of we did wrong. Make the two of we come out and apologize to one another publicly and apologize to Jamaica and go back in the boat. Jamaica, whatever. Yo, like, come on. Me I tell you no. It's going to be hard for the fans to accept you guys as a solo artist. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Me I tell you no. Vybz Kartel is one of the most talented dancehall artists. Matter of fact, one of the talented artists walk the face of this earth. And there have even some persons feel like, oh, at time for Vybz Kartel even retire from doing music. You get me? And the comparison between you guys and Cartel is probably different. I don't understand what that comparison is about. But I'm just saying, being that long in music, being as, the decades that you guys spend in music, you guys coming out now and like, start a fresh slate in being a solo artist or whatever. Like, people go to throw in the towel now. Throw in the towel. Like basically what they would say about Cartel. Say, Cartel, come on. You don't have much of your body or work, you do your time now. You come out a person, just live your life now and just chill and make the new youths them run it. You get me? Remember how Jamaicans mind stay. It no matter if uno do a song where better than Massacre, and Massacre them man and Massacre alone then go get the praise. It no matter what uno do, they're gonna look at the new youths them, the Valiant them, these people them, the 450. So I mean, this video is not for saying that you guys are not great because you guys are great, because I am a fan of RDX. When I go to party RDX start play girl Bobby, me feel nice. I am a fan of RDX, and I believe 99% of the fans, that's the same sentiment they share. They are a fan of RDX, the brand, not necessarily you guys individual as an artist. Because if that was the case, then Delamar would have had songs we are run dancehall now. Renegade would have sung a run dancehall now because the fans would still have support. No. But I bet you tomorrow, if RDX put out a song, he gonna lead. From the girl them whining to the dancer them a skank. So, it's just my humble advice. I don't know if you guys will ever see this video. But if you guys do, I'm open you can have a second thought, change of mind, and do the right things. Don't make your ego bigger than you. Don't make your ego prevent you from making millions. Money's on the table. You guys are not taking advantage of it. You get me? And yes, you guys might still get on a 1 and 2 little show overseas and on the feel good and say, yeah, man, what me I do can't work. But that's just 1 and 2. If RDX was still in existence, you guys probably would have been completely booked out month after month after month after month after month. What you guys are making now from one show, right? If you guys were still RDX, you guys could have charged triple, quadruple that amount of money because RDX have a standard, RDX have a name, RDX have a legacy. But as me say, we now own big man still, you see me? Me just feel like sometimes we need to hear from somebody other than on a friend or telling us something and say, yo, you put the differences aside. And when I say putting the differences aside, I don't mean only if you just brush it off and that's it. We probably need to really have a good heart-to-heart conversation. And it won't just need to apologize. No matter who wrong or who right, put certain differences aside and make the music flow. Alright? People, make me know what you think about what me talk about. Make me know if you not agree, make me know if you disagree, make me know the chain of thoughts. Just let me know your opinion straight in the comment because me read the comment them same way and that in itself can help with my next video. So let me know what you guys think because we don't really want to see back RDX and deliver, especially even on the GULLY rhythm. Alright? But that is it for today. I don't know what to do. Leave a comment. That is it.